What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman V2013 channel, the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel, on this Labor Day holiday, September 1st, 2014. And in this video, I just want to talk a little bit about, financial issues regarding WWE and TNA. And I think the financial issues there obviously are totally in opposite directions. There's a lot of people talking about TNA, as I have myself. With not like re-signing Bully Ray. No, we really haven't heard any confirmation of that. So I'm not speculating to the point where Bully Ray is gone, because him and Devon are supposedly going to be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame at Bound for Glory. Now, um, until you see the actual release or the non-signing of Bully Ray, um, don't really go to the point and say that he's gone from the company. Now, one of the major issues with TNA right now is, and this is a major issue for them, and this is what they are dealing with until they have a negotiated true contract for a TV deal. TNA's contract money has somewhat been frozen, so they really can't spend more money, or even give a pay raise to anybody, for the simple fact is they don't know about their TV deal, and this is really tying up a lot of funds for TNA. And you have to understand, I mean, I understand where they're coming from. Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards contract will run out at the end of the year. TNA can roll over their contract. Maybe Richards and Edwards wants a raise, to get more money from TNA. But until the time there's a TV deal made, why would TNA even sign them to a new contract when they don't really know where their future is? I do believe, I mean, this is September 1st, and I do believe, we have September, October, November, December, and I do believe that TNA will find a way to come up with a deal, whether it be with Spike TV or another cable network. I have no doubt in my mind that TNA will come up with some sort of TV deal. There's a lot of skeptics out there that are saying that this is the year that TNA dies. I mean, I remember last year, in 2013, Ric Flair making a comment saying that TNA won't make it through 2014. And a lot of people, who are huge Ric Flair believers, take him for his word. In this case, this is a business. The wrestling business obviously isn't as progressive as it once was. It's not, what's the proper word for it? It's just not in need by so many people like it used to be. And it's obvious because of the product. Times have changed. People have changed. And when you're a wrestling promotion and you've been around for so many years, you have the good times and you have the bad times. And, TNA is definitely having their bad times, but I wouldn't count them out. Yeah, you got to understand, with a future TV deal up in the air, you really can't spend a lot of money. And I would think that the superstars would understand that. And, just have some patience and whatnot. And I do understand where they're coming from, because they have seen a lot of superstars come and go from TNA. So they're figuring, well, these guys left and there must be something wrong. It doesn't mean that's, necessarily true. Um, I think really Dixie Carter is really trying to do the best she can with what she's got. And we just have to wait and see what the outcome is going to be. I don't think anybody's going to know until there's a contract that is signed by a cable company. And I think once there is something signed on the dotted line, I really think that TNA is going to, you're going to see an improvement. You're going to see new signings, and we're going to see some major changes within TNA. Now, on the opposite side of the coin, with the WWE, with all their cuts, letting people go, um, WWE, I don't care what they say. Financially, they're not hurting. They're not hurting. Um, the losses they have, you know, are just, to me, are minuscule. Um, they, I really don't understand what they're doing. They have all the talent that they really can. I mean, they got a lot of talent at NXT, and when they're going to bring them up, I don't know. Um, they're just made. They just focus on like six main guys in the main event, and we've talked about this a number of times, so I'm not going to really get into it. But the WWE has the money, and for whatever reason, they have chosen not to bring up a lot of these guys and really give them a major push is beyond me. And the funny part about it is I don't know where the creative team is coming from, because they're pushing guys that really, with the gimmicks they have, are absolutely going nowhere. I'm sorry, the Adam Rose gimmick, going nowhere. The Fandango gimmick for the last almost 2 years, where did it really get him? It got him nowhere. And this man is a very good wrestler in the ring. I think it's time for them to take that music away from him. Maybe that would take away from his identity, but they can find a way. The Bo Dallas Believe gimmick, a lot of people like it. I personally don't. I'm not saying he's not a good wrestler. Um, he comes off as one of those guys that he's one of those likable heels in some way, but he gets on your nerves. And I think right now that what they ought to do is utilize that to the point where he can get in some bigger matches. What they've done to Bray Wyatt, I think, is devastating. You build up someone, and then all of a sudden you just destroy them and you take them down. There's been a lot of talk about what they had John Cena do to Bray Wyatt. I thought it was wrong. I'll always say it was wrong. They didn't need to do that to make John Cena look strong. And the bottom line is John Cena's John Cena. He could lose 10 matches in a row, and he's still going to be the same John Cena. So it was really unnecessary for them to do what they had to do. And financially, the WWE, they have the funds to go out there and really, you know, make an effort to, improve on their show. And, like I said, if you don't have competition, you get complacent, you sit back and you relax and you just go through the motions. And this is what happened to the WWF back in the 90s until WCW. Once Nitro came out, WCW emerged as a major top company, and the WWE was in dire straits. And, you know, until there's major competition against you, you just sit back there and you relax and say, hey, man, you know, as long as, we're getting our 4 ratings or our 3+ ratings, what do we care? But, eventually you keep doing the same things, not wanting to spend money. Those 4 ratings, 3 ratings are going to drop down to 2 ratings. And, then you're going to wonder what you did wrong. So, but anyway, so again, with TNA, without a TV contract right now, this is why funds are, being somewhat frozen. And you really can't blame them for not wanting to spend the money. Because you need to have a TV contract. I mean, especially TNA, they've been on TV for so long. So you need to have a TV contract, to bring in more money. And this is what helps pay your superstars. I mean, the bottom line. So anyway, Labor Day, sitting back, relaxing, probably watch Lockdown 2005 TNA. I've been enjoying the pay-per-views thus far from the year 2005. They've been very, very good. Jeff Jarrett, of course, the king of the mountains, been on top. Fun stuff to watch, really is. So tonight is Monday Night Raw. I'll be looking forward to that. The funny thing is I don't look forward to it as much as I used to, and I think it's only because it's 3 hours. If it went to 2 hours, I think Monday Night Raw would prove to be much better, because they have segments on there that are just, to me, are just worthless. and they're totally meaningless. But anyway, I'm a professional wrestling fan, so I'll watch it, I'll critique it. My opinion on it is neither right or wrong. It's just my opinion. Um, and yeah, so we'll just see what happens. So anyway, peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll see y'all next time. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's V2013 channel, the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel, and check us out on the Iceman Wrestling Extreme Facebook page. Peace out, everybody.